Do you want to know the secret that separates the successful from the struggling? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not even connections. It's one simple habit. A habit that most people ignore, but the ones who master it dominate every area of their business and life. Focusing on what truly moves your business forward is more than just a strategy. It is a mindset, a way of thinking that separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who remain stuck in mediocrity. Every decision you make, every hour you spend, and every task you choose to complete either pushes your business forward or keeps it stagnant. The challenge is that most people confuse being busy with being productive. They fill their days with endless activities, responding to emails, attending meetings, checking notifications, and running around putting out fires. They feel important, yet the reality is that most of their actions are low impact and do not contribute meaningfully to growth. True progress comes from identifying the few things that really matter and directing your energy, time, and resources toward those activities. This requires clarity. You must know what your goals are, what success looks like for your business, and which actions will generate the greatest returns. Without clarity, it's easy to waste time on things that seem urgent but are ultimately unimportant. To focus on what truly matters, it is essential to evaluate every task through the lens of value creation. Ask yourself, will this task directly improve my business, increase revenue, or strengthen my brand? Will it bring me closer to my long-term vision, or is it just something that feels productive, but doesn't move the needle? High-performing business owners develop a keen sense of discernment. They are able to differentiate between activity and progress. They understand that not every task deserves their attention, and that saying yes to the wrong things can cost far more than it seems. This skill of prioritization is not innate. It is cultivated over time through conscious effort and reflection. Every day, they assess their workload, identify the few high-impact actions, and dedicate their focus to completing them with excellence. Another critical aspect of focusing on what truly moves your business forward is managing distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Phones, social media, emails, meetings, and even well-meaning colleagues can pull attention away from critical work. Successful business owners create systems to minimize interruptions. They schedule blocks of uninterrupted work time, set boundaries with others, and remove temptations that can derail their focus. They recognize that attention is a finite resource, and that once it is wasted, it cannot be recovered. By protecting their focus, they ensure that the majority of their energy is spent on activities that directly contribute to growth. Focusing on high-impact activities also requires letting go of perfectionism. Many people get stuck trying to make every task flawless, even those that have little impact. This consumes time and energy that could be spent on actions that truly matter. Successful business owners embrace the idea of progress over perfection. They prioritize completing tasks that move the business forward, learning and improving along the way, rather than being paralyzed by the need to do everything perfectly. Additionally, focusing on what matters means aligning daily actions with long-term vision. It's easy to get caught up in short-term challenges, immediate problems, or minor tasks that seem urgent. Yet the business grows when daily efforts are connected to strategic objectives. Successful owners constantly evaluate whether their daily actions are in alignment with their larger goals. They track metrics, set milestones, and reflect on outcomes to ensure that they are not only busy, but effective. This alignment transforms ordinary work into powerful progress and ensures that every effort contributes meaningfully to business growth. Finally, focusing on what truly moves the business forward cultivates a mindset of responsibility and accountability. It forces leaders to take ownership of their priorities, to consciously choose where to invest their time and energy, and to resist the temptation to drift into low-value tasks. It is a deliberate practice that, when applied consistently, compounds results over time. Every focused action builds momentum. Every decision made with clarity amplifies outcomes, and every step taken toward high-impact goals strengthens the foundation of long-term success. Prioritizing tasks that have the highest impact is a principle that every successful business owner understands, even if it is overlooked by many. The truth is that not all tasks are created equal. Some actions, when executed, can produce massive results, while others consume time and energy with little to no return. The difference between stagnation and growth often comes down to the ability to identify and focus on these high-impact tasks consistently. It requires more than just a to-do list. It demands strategic thinking, self-awareness, and the courage to make difficult choices. Most people spend their days reacting to what is urgent, not what is important. Emails, phone calls, small crises, and routine activities seem to demand attention, but in reality, they rarely move the business forward in a meaningful way. High-impact prioritization flips this approach. It forces business owners to focus first on what generates the greatest value, whether that is revenue, growth, influence, or long-term sustainability. To prioritize effectively, one must first understand what constitutes a high-impact task. These are tasks that directly contribute to the core objectives of the business. They are often challenging, require deep thinking, and demand skill, but they also create exponential results when completed. High-impact tasks are not necessarily the easiest or most immediately gratifying. They may involve planning a major project, developing a key partnership, launching a new product, or refining critical processes. The key is to distinguish between tasks that feel productive and tasks that are genuinely transformative. Successful business owners constantly evaluate their activities through this lens. They ask themselves, which actions today will have the biggest effect on my business tomorrow, next month, and next year? This question becomes a guiding principle that shapes every decision and every allocation of time and energy. Another critical component of prioritization is the willingness to say no. High-impact tasks often require deep focus and uninterrupted time, but distractions are everywhere. People, meetings, minor emergencies, and low-value obligations compete for attention and can derail even the most disciplined individuals. The ability to decline requests, delegate responsibilities, and eliminate unnecessary commitments is essential. Every time a business owner says yes to something that does not align with their highest priorities, they are sacrificing progress in areas that truly matter. By learning to say no strategically, they protect their most valuable resource, their focus. Prioritizing high-impact tasks also involves careful planning. Successful business owners do not rely on memory or spontaneity. They schedule their days, weeks, and months around their most important objectives. They break large goals into manageable tasks and identify the actions that will produce the greatest results first. This creates momentum and ensures that energy is consistently directed toward meaningful progress. They use tools, routines, and systems to track priorities and measure outcomes, constantly adjusting to maintain alignment with long-term goals. Moreover, prioritization requires discipline and self-awareness. It is easy to be tempted by activities that feel urgent or by tasks that offer instant gratification. High-impact tasks are often harder, take longer, and require delayed rewards. The ability to resist short-term distractions in favor of long-term gains separates successful business owners from those who struggle. They develop a mindset that values strategic impact over temporary business and understand that each choice matters. Focusing on high-impact tasks also enhances efficiency. When energy is concentrated on what produces the greatest results, productivity increases naturally, work becomes more meaningful, decision-making improves, and the business accelerates toward its goals. Instead of spreading resources thin across dozens of low-value activities, prioritization allows for concentrated effort where it counts. Over time, this creates compounding results. Every high-impact task completed builds momentum for the next, creating a cycle of consistent growth, improvement, and achievement. Finally, the habit of prioritizing high-impact tasks fosters clarity, confidence, and control. By knowing exactly where to invest time and energy, business owners eliminate confusion, reduce stress, and gain a sense of purpose. Each day becomes intentional, every action has meaning, and success becomes not just possible, but inevitable as focused effort compounds over time. Saying no to distractions and low-value activities is one of the most powerful habits a successful business owner can develop. It is often underestimated because it seems simple, yet it is extremely difficult in practice. The world is full of interruptions and competing demands on attention, and most people allow themselves to be pulled in countless directions every day. Notifications, social media, meetings, emails, and even well-meaning colleagues constantly demand attention, and responding to each of these can create a false sense of productivity. Busy people mistake motion for progress, but the truth is that being constantly interrupted prevents deep focus and meaningful results. Successful business owners understand that every time they allow a distraction or low-value task to consume their time, they are taking energy away from what truly matters. This habit is about creating boundaries, protecting attention, and being intentional about where effort is invested. To say no effectively, one must first recognize what constitutes a distraction or a low-value activity. A distraction is anything that pulls attention away from a task that directly contributes to high-priority goals. It may feel urgent, but it does not create meaningful impact. Low-value activities are tasks that require time and energy, but do not contribute significantly to growth, revenue, or long-term objectives. Examples include unnecessary meetings, trivial emails, overanalyzing minor details, or engaging in activities simply out of habit or routine. High-performing business owners develop the ability to quickly identify these distractions and make a conscious choice to avoid them. They understand that attention is finite and that once it is scattered, it cannot be fully recovered. Saying no also requires courage. It is not always comfortable to decline requests, opportunities, or activities, especially when they involve other people's expectations. Many individuals fear saying no because they worry about conflict, disappointing others, or missing out on potential opportunities. Successful business owners, however, recognize that saying yes to everything often results in saying no to their own priorities. They understand that each yes carries a cost, and each no protects time, energy, and focus. By learning to decline strategically, they gain control over their schedule and ensure that the majority of their efforts are directed toward high-impact work. Creating systems to minimize distractions is another key aspect of this habit. High-performing individuals block time for deep work, set boundaries with colleagues, limit notifications, and designate periods of uninterrupted focus. They design their environment to support concentration and reduce the likelihood of being derailed. This might involve scheduling email checks at specific times, turning off phone alerts, or creating quiet spaces for work. Every system is designed to ensure that attention is reserved for the tasks that truly drive the business forward. Saying no to low-value activities also involves prioritization and self-discipline. It requires constantly evaluating whether each task or request contributes meaningfully to objectives or whether it is simply consuming time without producing results. This habit forces business owners to become selective, to focus on fewer things, but execute them with excellence, rather than attempting to do everything at once. It is the difference between being busy and being productive. Another element of this habit is self-awareness. Successful business owners reflect regularly on how they spend their time, analyze what is producing results, and identify areas where energy is being wasted. They make adjustments to their schedules, eliminate recurring low-value activities, and continuously refine their approach to maximize productivity. This ongoing evaluation ensures that focus is maintained and that distractions are consistently minimized. Finally, mastering the ability to say no to distractions and low-value activities fosters clarity, confidence, and momentum. By protecting attention and directing energy toward high-impact work, business owners create a cycle of consistent progress. Every distraction avoided and every low-value task declined frees up capacity for activities that move the business forward. This habit compounds over time, creating significant results, increased efficiency, and the ability to achieve goals faster and with greater ease. Planning your day with intention and purpose is a habit that distinguishes highly successful business owners from those who merely react to circumstances. Most people go through their day without a clear sense of direction, moving from task to task as demands arise, believing that staying busy equals productivity. The reality is that without a plan, time is often wasted on activities that offer little value, while high-priority tasks are neglected. Planning with intention ensures that every action has a purpose, every decision is aligned with long-term goals, and energy is focused on what truly matters. This habit is about creating a roadmap for the day, structuring time around high-impact work, and minimizing wasted effort. To plan a day with intention, the first step is clarity on objectives. Successful business owners know exactly what they want to achieve, not just in the long term, but for each day. They identify the tasks that will have the greatest impact on their goals and prioritize them above all else. This clarity allows them to make conscious choices about how they spend their time, rather than being pulled in multiple directions by urgent but low-value tasks. Each morning, they assess what is most important, review their priorities, and commit to completing the activities that will generate the most significant results. This approach transforms the day from a series of reactive responses into a sequence of deliberate actions. Planning with purpose also involves allocating time strategically, rather than attempting to multitask or juggle numerous responsibilities simultaneously. Successful business owners block out dedicated periods for focused work. They schedule their day around high-priority tasks, ensuring that critical activities receive the attention and energy they require. By structuring time in this way, they reduce the risk of distraction, increase productivity, and create momentum. Every block of time is assigned with intention, whether it is for creative work, strategic planning, meetings, or personal development. Another essential aspect of this habit is preparation. Planning the day with intention is not only about scheduling tasks, it is about anticipating challenges, identifying potential obstacles, and creating solutions in advance. Successful business owners review their plans, gather necessary resources, and mentally rehearse critical actions to ensure smooth execution. This level of preparation minimizes surprises, reduces stress, and allows them to navigate the day with confidence. By thinking ahead and being proactive, they maintain control over their schedule and avoid being derailed by unforeseen circumstances. Prioritization is central to planning with purpose. Every activity is evaluated based on its impact on goals, and decisions are made accordingly. Low-value tasks are minimized, delegated, or eliminated, while high-impact activities are given precedence. This disciplined approach ensures that energy is focused on actions that drive results rather than being spread thin across many trivial tasks. Successful business owners understand that not all work is equal, and they make deliberate choices to invest time where it counts most. Consistency is another key element. Planning with intention is not a one-time act. It is a daily practice that reinforces focus and direction. By committing to this habit day after day, business owners create a rhythm that maximizes productivity, strengthens discipline, and builds momentum over time. Each day becomes an opportunity to make meaningful progress toward goals, rather than drifting aimlessly through tasks with no clear purpose. Finally, planning the day with intention cultivates awareness and accountability. It forces business owners to take ownership of their schedule, to reflect on how time is spent, and to adjust strategies as needed. It builds the habit of conscious decision-making, reduces wasted effort, and ensures that each action contributes directly to growth and success. With a clear plan in place, the day becomes a tool for achievement, and every moment is leveraged to create maximum impact. Consistency in focused action is one of the most powerful habits a successful business owner can develop. It is not enough to work hard sporadically or to take occasional bursts of effort. True progress comes when action is deliberate, sustained, and aligned with clear goals. Focused action means concentrating on tasks that have the highest impact, the activities that truly move the business forward, and executing them with discipline and precision. When this focus is applied consistently, results begin to compound over time. Small, intentional steps taken every day accumulate into significant achievements, creating momentum that accelerates growth far beyond what sporadic effort can achieve. Many people fail to recognize the power of compounding in business. They expect immediate results, and when they do not see instant success, they give up or lose motivation. The reality is that meaningful results require repeated effort over time. Just as small investments grow exponentially in a bank account through compounding interest, consistent, focused action in business produces exponential results. Each effort builds upon the previous one, creating a foundation that strengthens over time. Whether it is developing relationships, improving products, refining processes, or expanding reach, repeated, intentional actions produce a ripple effect that multiplies outcomes. Consistency also builds habits, and habits shape results. Successful business owners understand that outcomes are rarely the product of one-time efforts. Instead, they are the result of daily practices that reinforce progress. By consistently focusing on high-priority activities, business owners develop routines that make productivity automatic. These routines reduce the mental effort required to make decisions, minimize wasted time, and ensure that energy is directed toward what truly matters. Over time, these habits create a powerful engine of growth that continues to produce results with increasing efficiency. Focused action requires clarity of purpose. It is not about being busy or checking tasks off a list. It is about ensuring that every action contributes meaningfully to objectives. Consistent execution means applying energy where it matters most, prioritizing high-impact activities, and eliminating distractions. It requires discipline to resist the temptation to chase low-value tasks, react impulsively to interruptions, or seek short-term gratification at the expense of long-term gains. The combination of focus and consistency ensures that time and effort are invested wisely, producing compounding results that accelerate growth and achievement. Another critical aspect of consistency in focused action is accountability. Successful business owners track their progress, measure outcomes, and adjust strategies as needed. They do not rely on motivation alone. They create systems that enforce discipline and maintain momentum. Regular review of goals, reflection on performance, and course correction ensure that every action contributes effectively to progress. This accountability reinforces focus and consistency, creating a cycle of continuous improvement and compounding success. Consistency also fosters resilience. Business owners who apply effort consistently are less likely to be discouraged by temporary setbacks, challenges, or failures. They understand that one day, one mistake, or one failure does not define success. By showing up consistently and maintaining focused action, they weather obstacles, adapt, and continue progressing. This resilience, combined with compounding effort, separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who falter under pressure. Finally, consistency in focused action amplifies confidence and momentum. Each completed task, each small win, and each forward step reinforces belief in the process and strengthens commitment. As results accumulate, momentum builds, making it easier to maintain focus, take on larger challenges, and continue compounding results over time. This habit transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement, demonstrating that sustained, intentional action is the foundation of long-term success. Discipline in prioritization is one of the most essential habits that every successful business owner swears by. It is the ability to consistently determine what tasks, projects, and decisions are most critical, and to allocate time, energy, and resources accordingly. Without discipline in prioritization, even the most talented individuals can find themselves overwhelmed, distracted, and stuck in reactive patterns that prevent meaningful progress. Many people confuse being busy with being productive, filling their days with urgent but low-value tasks, while neglecting the actions that truly drive growth. Discipline in prioritization ensures that focus is maintained on what matters most, creating a foundation for sustainable success. At its core, this discipline involves making conscious choices about where to invest attention. Every business owner faces a constant stream of demands, requests, and opportunities. Some are essential, some are urgent but not important, and some are distractions that have little or no impact on long-term goals. Developing discipline in prioritization requires the ability to evaluate each task through the lens of its impact and relevance. Successful business owners ask themselves whether each action aligns with their objectives, moves the business forward, and delivers measurable results. This evaluation is done consistently, day after day, ensuring that energy is focused on activities with the highest return. A critical aspect of this discipline is the courage to say no. Prioritization is not simply about choosing what to do, it is also about deciding what not to do. Every yes to a low-value task is a no to something that could create real impact. Learning to decline requests, avoid distractions, and eliminate unnecessary obligations is essential. It requires self-awareness, confidence, and the understanding that time and attention are finite resources. By saying no strategically, business owners protect their focus and ensure that their energy is directed toward high-priority tasks that contribute to long-term success. Another important element is planning and organization. Discipline in prioritization is reinforced by establishing clear structures, systems, and routines that guide daily decisions. Successful business owners plan their days, weeks, and months around key priorities, allocate time blocks for focused work, and monitor progress regularly. They break large objectives into actionable steps, ensuring that each task is purposeful and aligned with overall goals. This level of organization prevents wasted effort, reduces stress, and creates a sense of control over the workday. Consistency is also a vital part of this discipline. Prioritization is not a one-time decision, it is a continuous practice. Each day presents new tasks, challenges, and opportunities, and business owners must repeatedly evaluate where to focus their attention. By consistently applying the principle of prioritization, they create momentum, reinforce productive habits, and build a framework that supports long-term achievement. Over time, this consistency compounds, enabling the completion of high-impact projects, the attainment of significant goals, and the sustainable growth of the business. Discipline in prioritization also strengthens decision-making. When priorities are clear and focus is maintained, decisions become faster, more confident, and aligned with objectives. Business owners avoid the paralysis that often comes from trying to juggle too many competing demands or reacting impulsively to minor issues. They can allocate resources effectively, manage teams efficiently, and concentrate on opportunities that deliver the greatest returns. This clarity of action increases efficiency and maximizes results, ensuring that every effort contributes meaningfully to success. Finally, cultivating discipline in prioritization fosters resilience and adaptability. By maintaining focus on high-priority tasks, business owners are better equipped to navigate challenges, handle unexpected events, and adjust strategies without losing sight of what matters most. They are able to sustain energy and motivation even during difficult periods, ensuring that progress continues steadily. This habit not only drives immediate results, but also builds the foundation for long short-term achievement, proving that discipline in prioritization is the backbone of sustained business success. In the end, success in business is not a matter of luck, talent, or endless effort. It is the result of deliberate, disciplined action. Every successful business owner understands that focusing on what truly moves the business forward, prioritizing high-impact tasks, saying no to distractions, planning each day with intention, taking consistent focused action, and cultivating discipline in prioritization are not optional, they are essential. These habits compound over time, creating momentum, clarity, and results that far exceed what sporadic effort could achieve. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive lies in the ability to make conscious choices every single day. Every decision to focus, to act deliberately, to prioritize, and to maintain discipline builds a foundation for lasting growth. When these principles are applied consistently, business owners gain control over their time, amplify their impact, and transform challenges into opportunities. Success is no longer a distant dream. It becomes the natural outcome of repeated, intentional actions. It is built step by step, day by day, habit by habit. By embracing these 6 key principles, you are not just managing your business, you are mastering it. You are creating a life where focus, purpose, and discipline drive results, and where every effort contributes to meaningful achievement. The journey is not easy, but it is simple. It is a journey of clarity, courage, and commitment, a journey that separates ordinary effort from extraordinary success. Those who implement these habits consistently will find that the path to growth, impact, and achievement becomes not only possible, but inevitable.